Welcome to this explainer, where we are going to unpack a deeply uncomfortable paradox. Why is it that some of the absolute smartest people in the world end up dying financially average, while folks with way less raw intelligence quietly build massive wealth? I mean, it totally contradicts everything we're taught, right? We all have this mental image of the lonely genius solving complex equations, and we just assume they're destined for absolute financial greatness. But in reality, you look around and you see the incredibly frustrated office worker drowning in stress and bills, holding 2 master's degrees, and right next door, you got a remarkably calm, maybe less academically gifted person running a multi-million-dollar business, quite possibly while wearing sweatpants. Today, we're going to break down the psychology, the finance, and the hidden rules of this whole phenomenon.
So why exactly do smart people stay broke? Let's just dive right in and completely dismantle this societal myth that having a high IQ automatically equals financial success. From a super young age, we are basically brainwashed to believe there's this direct, unbreakable link between how smart you are and how rich you'll become. The formula is drilled into us. Get the best grades, be the smartest person in the room, and the money will just magically follow. Well, if that were actually true, the Forbes 500 list would literally just be a directory of university valedictorians and Mensa members. But it's not, because the real world out there, it doesn't care about your GPA. Intelligence is an amazing tool, for sure, but as we're going to explore, without the right financial blueprint, raw intelligence can actually become a massive psychological barrier that traps you in the rat race.
And this brilliant quote right here really gets to the absolute root of the problem. The system rewards obedience, not financial independence. Think about what a classroom actually mirrors. It's the corporate office. You sit down at your assigned desk, you follow instructions, you definitely don't talk out of turn, and you get rewarded with an A for repeating information exactly the way it was handed to you. School essentially teaches you how to be a fantastic compliant worker in somebody else's system, while actively avoiding teaching you the mechanics of leverage and real financial freedom.
Section 1. The Education System Trap. Obedience over wealth.
Society pushes this very specific, incredibly safe path onto smart people. It's like a treadmill that constantly rewards you for avoiding risk and seeking absolute certainty. Step 1. Get the fancy degree. Step 2. Secure the safe, respectable job. Step 3. Just get on that treadmill and repeat the monthly paycheck cycle until you retire. And highly intelligent people, they fall right into this trap. Why? Because they're exceptionally good at following the rules to get that A. They've been deeply conditioned to fear the F, to fear failure. But building wealth actually requires stepping into uncertainty and taking calculated risks, which completely terrifies a brain that's been trained by years and years of safe, predictable schooling.
Section 2. Trading time for money. The salary limit.
Now, check out the contrast here, because it's absolutely crucial. Super smart professionals, doctors, lawyers, engineers, they often get totally stuck in the worker mindset. Now, don't get me wrong, they can earn very high salaries, but a high salary does not equal actual wealth if you are still actively selling your time to get it. The worker mindset is all about overthinking, chasing certainty, and literally trading hours for dollars. If the engineer stops working, the money stops flowing. The ownership mindset operates in a completely different universe. It is all about building systems, taking those calculated risks, and exercising long-term patience to build a machine that generates cash whether you are physically there or not. To actually escape that salary cap, we absolutely have to master the concept of leverage. This is the exact, literal tool the wealthy use to scale their freedom, while the smart employee is just trying to work longer, harder hours. Think about it. The smartest person on Earth still only gets 24 hours in a day. If your income is strictly tied to your physical time, you hit a hard ceiling. No way around it. Leverage shatters that ceiling completely. It means utilizing capital, code, media, or other people's labor to multiply your output. The intelligent employee uses a calculator to figure out exactly how much overtime they need to buy a house. The wealthy individual, they use leverage to buy the factory that actually produces those calculators.
Ultimately, it comes down to this. The wealthy don't sell time, they build systems. By making that crucial mental shift, you transition from simply earning a decent living to actually creating generational wealth. You want to reach a point where your money is actively moving and growing even while you are fast asleep. Digital systems, stock portfolios, real estate, automated businesses, these are the actual machines that scale wealth. And here's the best part. It doesn't take genius-level intelligence to understand them. It just takes the willingness to finally stop selling your hours.
Section 3. The cost of ego. Ego blocks growth.
Here is where intelligence often creates a really dangerous ego. Highly smart people look at the world of wealth building and they just assume, hey, I'm really smart, I already know enough.
And that arrogance creates massive, massive blind spots. Because they totally crushed calculus or European history, they just assume money psychology, investing fundamentals, business systems, and emotional control will naturally come to them. But finance is a completely different language. When an intelligent person realizes they actually don't understand the stock market, their ego often completely prevents them from humbling themselves and becoming a beginner again. It's too painful. So they just stay in their safe smart lane, completely blind to the wealth that is just passing them by.
Intelligent people are basically conditioned from childhood to crave the validation of being correct. They want the gold star. But being right feels good, while being wealthy changes lives. To build wealth, you need the humility to embrace uncertainty. The stock market doesn't care if you had the highest GPA in your graduating class. The market will frequently and sometimes brutally prove you wrong. The wealthy investor just accepts this. They take the loss, they learn, and they adapt. But the overly smart individual often can't handle that emotional blow to their ego, so they retreat right back to the safety of that guaranteed salary.
Section 4. Psychology of Wealth. Thinking differently.
If you take away just one single thing from this explainer today, let it be this. Money rewards behavior, not IQ. True wealth is driven by emotional control, delayed gratification, and zooming out for long-term thinking. It's kind of like playing chess in a really chaotic market. When the economy dips and things get scary, the highly intelligent overthinker might panic sell everything they own, totally rationalizing the immediate danger. But the wealthy mind? Driven by calm patience, they look at that same chaos and see a massive opportunity to buy assets at a heavy discount. They deliberately delay spending today to compound wealth for tomorrow. Consistent, calm behavior builds the skyscraper of wealth. Unchecked emotions will always tear it down, no matter how high your IQ is.
So this brings us to a final, really uncomfortable question. Look, intelligence can absolutely get you a fantastic job and a very comfortable existence. There's no doubt about that. But financial freedom, that true life-altering freedom where you actually own your time, that requires unlearning almost everything the traditional system taught you. It really leaves us to ask, is that safe path of constant studying, endlessly chasing grades, and craving absolute certainty actually just the blueprint for staying broke? Is it a trap that keeps the smartest among us working the hardest, while those who learn the true psychology of money just quietly inherit the world? I really hope this gave you a powerful new perspective to chew on today.